welcome.
Welcome along then to Sochi and the Russian Grand Prix, one of 8 cities in the world to play host to both the Olympics and a Formula One race. It's a Grand Prix that's proven difficult to crack for anyone beyond the first 2 rows of the grid in recent years, so let's see if that can change today. Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Smith. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and it's Lance Stroll in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Smith, Esteban Ocon, and Magnussen, Verstappen, Kvyat, King, and Alexander Albon, Norris, Bottas, George Russell, and Leclerc, Aitken, Matsushita, Nicholas Latifi, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Joe, Sete Camara, De Vries, and Luca Ghiotto. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to F1 2020 MyTEAM Career Mode.
Let's push for another podium this weekend. Good luck.
Will do. So here is a bit of a wet recap. Practice and qualifying. Yes, Shay Smithey actually did practice and qualifying in this Grand Prix and did extremely well. So he is lining up on 4th on the grid. But even better, Sebastian Vettel. Once again, he got another pole position. Can he capitalize? Because he was on pole position in the last Grand Prix in Singapore, and his pit strategy went terribly wrong and finishing him out of the top 10s. So we will go to race strategy. We will have a look here. What can we do? Can we go no? Okay, hang on. Let's try that. What can we do here? We can go long stint. How about 8 laps on the softs and 5 on the mediums? That would be really good. So it's a 13 lapper of this Grand Prix, so we're going to fill the car up a little bit, so hopefully we can zoom. There we go. So track temperature is 38 degrees, in air it's 19 degrees, so let's get down to the start of the Russian Grand Prix. So Shay is in 4th. We are waiting for all 5 lights to go out. This is the start of the Russian Grand Prix. Here we go. Shay's got off to a blinder. The young Australian, oh, he's absolutely pierced the butter there between Lance Stroll and, oh God, we need to be careful here, boys. We need, waiting for all 5 lights to go out. This will be the start of the 2026 Russian Grand Prix. And Sebastian Vettel has got off to a good start. Shay Smithey absolutely pierced the middle between Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll. Can Sebastian Vettel bounce back after the last Grand Prix when he had the race in his hands? But he bit of a missed opportunity with the pit strategy. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a 15 lapper of the Russian Grand Prix, so we will stay on board with the race leader for 1 or 2 laps depending on the race length. In this case, 13 laps. We might go to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th position depending. So hopefully everyone checked out the last video, the Singapore Grand Prix. It was a very interesting race. A couple of safety cars, lots of prangs, That didn't get captured, unfortunately, but let's get back to this Grand Prix. So, the current standings is Shay Smithey is currently leading the World Drivers' Championship by 5 points. If Sebastian Vettel wins today, he will be leading by 5 points. So, it is actually getting very hot now towards the end of the championship. 5 races left. So that is one lap completed. We will stay on board with Sebastian. It's been a fantastic season 7. Very much close racing. Shay hasn't had it all his way this season. Or, well, the last couple of seasons he really hasn't had it all his way. But what can you do? Sebastian's got a lot to prove today. After last Grand Prix, should have won it, but he didn't. But Shay Smithey, he got the points. He got in a podium position, finishing in 3rd spot. I'm not going to give away 1st and 2nd, but you should watch the video because it was an absolute shock to the system. Okay, so we're jumping on board with Shay Smithey now. Once again, doing everything right. It is just fantastic. I love listening to the cars. It's, I don't know, it makes you think that racing games have came a really long way in the last 20 years. It's just superb how they make these games and improve them every single year to get better. Just the listening of these engines, so we will stay on board with Shay again. We might as well. But these blokes are absolutely driving beautifully, and that's what we want. Like I've said every single video, that F121 will be coming in the next 1 or 2 months after I completed F120 MyTEAM career mode. I'm going through all 10 seasons. I'm not skipping. So hopefully we can get this done quicker and hopefully bring out a video on a Monday and possibly a Wednesday or a Thursday, depending on the time length. That's the plan, or we're probably just going to do one video each week. So now we're going on board with Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly, he is always around the mark, getting in tassels with all the other drivers. Kind of having a lot of bad luck actually, is he? I think he's about 6th or 5th in the Drivers' Championship. Driving quite well for Mercedes-AMG. He just needs some good luck going his way. Now we're on board with a McLaren. Of Lance Stroll. 5 laps completed now of the Russian Grand Prix. And right behind Lance Stroll we have Kevin Magnussen and Esteban Ocon and Max Verstappen. There's rumours have it that Max Verstappen is very interested, leaving Red Bull and going to, it's rumours, the Mercedes-FiveFaa racing team. Because we're not too sure what Sebastian Vettel is doing next season. So there's a lot of rumours of speculating at the moment. Because Mercedes-FiveFaa have not said anything about any team changes yet. So another lap completed now. So Esteban Ocon and Max Verstappen right behind Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen is currently in 3rd position in the Drivers' Championship. Actually doing quite well. He was actually drifting and he's overtaken, he's regained his 3rd position after taking Pierre. Also I think it was Jordan King. Jordan King is another one. He's been slipping lately with his racing. Okay, that's another lap completed, and now we're on board with Esteban Ocon. So Esteban, he's been actually quite good for McLaren, actually driving quite well indeed. Now he's got a new teammate in Lance Stroll, the Canadian. And there we go. Now we're on board with Maximus Verstappen. What can this fella do? And Max Verstappen. Could this be the Mercedes-FiveFaa next racing driver? Well, Max Smith doing quite nicely at the moment. Well, he's going into the pits, isn't he? There's a Ferrari. Who's this? So, Shay Smithey is going on the hard medium tyres. And Sebastian Vettel overtakes him for the lead. So Shay's on the hard tyres and Sebastian's on the mediums. Driving nicely. So Shay doing very well. It's probably team orders that Shay probably could take on Sebastian Vettel, but he won't, because he wants Sebastian Vettel to win as many races as possible and earn the 2026 Drivers' World Championship. That's what the plan is. And now we're on board. This is lap 10 of the Russian Grand Prix. It's been an absolute blinder of a race. You can't ask anything better for such a great race weekend for Team Mercedes-FiveFaa. Also, rumours has it also that Team Mercedes MyTEAM might be changing engine suppliers next season as well, heading to Honda. Gee, wouldn't that be something? So it will be Honda FiveFaa Racing. But time will tell, and we will see what happens. It's been pretty good. Sebastian's been absolutely dominating this Grand Prix. Now we're on board with Shay again. Shay's driving beautifully. Keep up the good drive, boys. You're doing fantastic. Gee. This is sensational. Absolutely breathtaking here. So on board with the man himself again, Mr. Sebastian. Is this the final lap? I'm not too sure. I reckon there's one more after this one. There is one more racy boo going on. And we will stay on for the remainder of the Grand Prix with Sebastian Vettel, and the crowd is absolutely roaring. Once again, Sebastian, after this disappointing Grand Prix in his last Grand Prix. Shay is very wide on that. So, Sebastian will get the race win. It keeps himself in touch with Shay Smithey, who's currently leading the Drivers' Championship. Well done, Sebastian. Once again, the four-time F1 champion is showing his dominance and class. Once again, earns himself another Grand Prix win. The last remaining corners. Sebastian Vettel will win the Grand Prix, and in second, Shay Smithey, and in third, Kevin Magnussen. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. The last remaining corners of the Russian Grand Prix 2026. Sebastian Vettel is currently in the lead. He will win another Grand Prix, and his teammate Shay Smithey is in second spot, and Kevin Magnussen for AlphaTauri is in third position. Sebastian Vettel will regain the championship, Drivers' Championship lead after this Grand Prix. Congratulations, Team Mercedes-FiveFaa. 1-2 finish.
Good job.
Driver of the day goes to Zuha of Racing Point.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. So Anthony, what
Congratulations,
made the difference out there today?
Sebastian Vettel winning the 2026 Russian Sochi Grand Prix. Happy team crew at FiveFaa Racing.
Having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Esteban Ocon finishing 5th for McLaren.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend.
The German taking out the win, in second the Australian, and in third the Vattari driver of Kevin Magnussen. Congratulations, they are your winners for today.